Hello everyone, welcome to today's news charter. Let us begin with the prelims practice question. Statements regarding Kiru hydroelectric project. Kiru hydroelectric project is a very important project in Jammu and Kashmir, and recently there has been some claims of corruption regarding this project, and the investigation is underway. From examination point of view, what we need to know is where is this project, what exactly is the project, the basic details. So three statements are provided here. First point, the Kiru hydroelectric project is a run-off river scheme. Run-off river means it is constructed on the path of the river so that whenever water crosses this particular project, hydroelectricity can be taken from the river force. So this statement is correct. Second one, it is developed on the Chenab River. So it is not constructed on the Chenab River. It is constructed on Jhelum. So you have to take a look at it. The project includes a concrete gravity dam. This statement is correct. So the first and the third statements are correct. The second statement is not the right option. So you need to study about this. At least the basic details you need to know. So only two statements are correct in this. Second one, the first topic of the day. National Policy on Electronics 2019. India has been trying to develop itself as a major electronics and semiconductor hub of the world, and this is the reason this particular topic is very important from mains examination point of view. You might not get a direct question about it, but you might get a question about the government's policies on electronics, the government policies on semiconductor, etc., where you can use points from this policy. So the national policy on electronics, the major points or the most important points, the aim of the policy itself is to develop India as a global hub for electronic system design and manufacturing. This is the major aim. What are all the important provisions given in the policy? Promoting domestic manufacturing, making India as an export hub of electronics, making India a major part of the electronics value chain. Value chain means the chain which starts from the production to the distribution and then to the consumption. So the entire chain is what we call as value chain. So India can manufacture electronics, it can give electronics for the local consumption, it can give electronics for the global consumption also. The entire value chain, India will have to play a major role. Third one, incentives and support will be given for manufacturing of core electronic components. Incentives will be given for mega projects, example, semiconductor facilities, display fabrication, etc. Promotion of industry-led R&D. So this is a major point. Research and development in India has not been great, and the government is trying to improve research and development in India. And one of the major policies for this is National Policy on Electronics 2019, providing special thrust on fabless chip design industry. So here we talk about the semiconductor industry, medical electronic devices, automotive electronic devices, etc. Everything comes under this point. Creation of a sovereign patent fund, because if our industries or industrial participants are able to come up with some innovative technologies or able to come up with more discoveries, we need a very good patent network. And that's why we will be creating a sovereign patent fund to promote the development and acquisition of intellectual properties in electronic system design and manufacturing sector. Promotion of trusted electronic value chain initiatives, which we have already studied, and improve national cyber security also. We are talking about cyber security even in national policy on electronics, so you need to know about it. Out of all these points, at least try to remember 4-5 points so that you can use them in your answer. 16th Finance Commission is going to be constituted very soon under the leadership of Dr. Arvind Panagaria, and it will be for the year 2026 till 2031. So we need to know about the basics of Finance Commission. For this year's prelims also, it is very important. What exactly is Finance Commission? From the center, the states have to receive funds. those taxes which are collected by the center, it has to be devolved to the states. So how to devolve the states, devolve the funds to the states? What is the methodology we should be using? So these things are provided by the Finance Commission. Two important articles you need to know. One is Article 270, second one is Article 280. In Article 270, it is mentioned that the distribution of net tax proceeds collected by the union government between center and state will be based on the recommendation of a Finance Commission. So Article 270 tells that a Finance Commission will be there, and this Finance Commission will have to give recommendation on how to distribute the taxes to the states. In Article 280, it is mentioned that the government can constitute a finance commission, and it will be, the finance commission will be based on the President of India. He will be the one who will establish this finance commission. It is also mentioned that the government of India can come up with an act in which it can tell what are all the basic qualification of the finance commission, who the members who will be there, and what will be their qualification. Everything can be given by the central government. So two important articles, one is Article 270, second one Article 280. Try to remember it. The 16th Finance Commission, as I mentioned, it will be under Dr. Arvind Panagaria, and it will be for 2026 till 2031. At present, we are following the recommendations of 15th Finance Commission. So what are all the basic recommendations, and how it will be impacting, how it is impacting the general states and population of the country, is something which you need to know. So in the recent times, there have been claims by several states, especially states such as Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, etc., that the center's devolution of taxes to the states is not uniform. For example, Maharashtra, if you take the example of Maharashtra, for example, for every 1 rupee Maharashtra gives to the center, 8 paise it is getting back. If you take the case of Tamil Nadu, for every 1 rupee Tamil Nadu gives to the center, around 30 paise it is getting back. So is it good? Is it the right way to do it? See, the center's devolution of taxes to the states is for equitable development. So let's consider Article 14. In Article 14, it is told that right to equality and equal protection of law. So only equals will be treated equally. So there are states such as Bihar, UP, etc., where the government doesn't have enough money. There is no enough industries. If you take a state such as Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, there are ports, there are harbors, there are too many industries, there are commercial hubs, multiple commercial hubs are there in a single state. But if you take states such as Bihar, there is not even a single commercial hub. So getting revenue is very difficult. That's why they are dependent on the central government, and this is why central government gives more money to certain states. So what are all the basic provisions we need to know from prelims point of view? In 15th Finance Commission, he told that there are two kind of devolution. One is vertical devolution, second one horizontal devolution. Vertical devolution is the amount of money the center gives to all the states, total devolution. So it is 41%. If the central government gets 100 rupees, out of those 100 rupees, 41 rupees it has to give to the states. Then there is horizontal devolution. Horizontal devolution means out of this 41%, how much will be given to certain states? How much will go for Bihar? How much will go for UP? How much will go for Haryana, etc. So in this, there is a particular formula which you should be knowing. This last point is the most important point, horizontal devolution. For vertical devolution, it is 41% as mentioned by 15th Finance Commission under N.K. Singh. For horizontal devolution, what is the formula which we will be using? Certain conditions are provided. 45% of the money will be for income distance. Income distance means the income of a particular state with respect to the state which gets highest income. So for example, Maharashtra gets the highest income. Compare Maharashtra and Bihar. How much distance is there? So for example, let's say Maharashtra is getting 1000 crore and Bihar is getting just 100 crore. So the distance is 900 crore. So based on this distance, 45% of the money will be allocated. 12.5% will be for demographic performance. How much measures the states have taken to reduce their population growth. Based on this, 12.5% of money will be provided. 15% for population, 15% again for the area of the state. More population and more area, more money will be provided. 10% for forest and ecology. Because if a state has too much of forest, it is very difficult to get income. So it is very difficult to develop into an industrial hub or service sector hub. So if for forest, we are providing 10%, 2.5% to tax and fiscal effort. So this is the point of contention. States tell that we are giving too much tax, we are giving a lot of fiscal income to the country, but you are allocating just 2.5%. But see, the point which we need to consider is in 16th Finance Commission, 12.5% weightage is given for demographic performance. This was not there earlier. States which are developed, they have performed very well in demographic performance, and so they will be getting more income. 10% allocation is also given for forest and ecology, 10% for population, 10% for area. So in a whole manner, if you see, the Finance Commission has been doing a good work. The recommendations do not need any modification. However, we need to wait for the 16th Finance Commission. So these are all the basic points you need to know. From GS1 perspective, art and culture, this particular topic is very important. Mahamastakabhisheka Mahotsava. Mahamastakabhisheka Mahotsava is about Jainism. Any festival, any practices related to Buddhism or Jainism is very important. Maha means great. Mastaka means head. Abhisheka is anointing. So literally it means the head anointing ceremony. It is Mahamastaka Abhisheka because it happens once in 12 years in Venur, Karnataka. It is done for the statue of Bahubali. Who exactly is Bahubali? Lord Bahubali was the son of Lord Rishabhananda. Rishabhananda is the first of the 24 Jain Tirthankara. So Lord Bahubali is one of the greatest Jains ever lived because he is supposed to attain Kayod Sarga. What is Kayod Sarga? Kayod Sarga is a posture of meditation in which he will be meditating in a standing posture. So it is mentioned that Lord Bahubali attained renunciation, attained nirvana by performing Kayotsarga. That is, he meditated and the soul left his body in a standing posture. And that is why they have constructed a entire big statue for him in Saravan Balagula, also in Karnataka. So what does this Kayotsarga means? Standing posture, which means renunciation, self-control, subjugation of ego, and reflection of life. So these points are very important. This is a Digambara form of Bahubali. Digambara means complete victory over earthly desires and needs. These terms are very important. Even if you do not know the entire philosophy, even if you do not know everything about Jainism or Buddhism, that is fine. But whenever you get certain terms, certain practices, etc., in news, you need to know about it. So know about Bahubali, know about Rishabhananda, know about what exactly is Mahamastakabhisheka, and get to know about Digambara form of Bahubali and Kayotsarga. BrahMos missile, recently, the central government has given permission by allocating 19,000 crore to acquire around 200 BrahMos supersonic missiles from Russia. BrahMos is a missile developed by India and Russia in collaboration. BRAH of BrahMos is for Brahmaputra. MOS represents Moskva River, two important rivers of India and Russia. So the significance of BrahMos missile is the BrahMos missile, which is developed by India and Russia, has extremely high accuracy and high supersonic velocity. It can travel at around 3 Mach, that is 3 times the speed of sound. The provision is 2.8 Mach. It is around 3 Mach. So the range is 290 kilometer. But recently we came up with another variant which can go until 450 kilometer also. The most important point about BrahMos missile is it has multi-platform capability. That means it can be launched from air, it can be launched from water, it can be launched from land, it can be launched from submarine. So it is a multi-capability missile. It is one of the best supersonic missile in the entire world. It has fire and forget capacity. That means you fix a target, just fire it. It will track the target and it will go and hit it. You don't have to track the missile at all. So these are all the basic information you need to know about BrahMos missile. Mains practice question of the day: write short notes on tax devolution model of 15th Finance Commission. We have already discussed. Suggest measure to enhance equitable tax devolution. What measures we need to use? How we should improve tax devolution? The most important point is state should not be dependent on the central government for their revenue. State should try to promote businesses. State should try to promote industries. State should focus more on taxation so that they do not have to depend on the central government. So these are all the measures you can mention. One important news for prelims about FSDC. What exactly is FSDC? FSDC is Financial Stability and Development Council of India. Financial Stability and Development Council of India. It is headed by the Finance Minister. It includes several members, all the important heads of all the important financial organizations such as RBI, SEBI, PFRDA, IRD. Everyone is there. Finance Secretary is there. Secretary of Department of Economic Affairs is there. Secretary of Department of Financial Services is there. Chief Economic Advisor. Almost every important personality related to finance of the country is included here. There is a FSDC subcommittee also. It is headed by RBI Governor. So be very careful here. FSDC is headed by the Finance Minister. FSDC subcommittee is headed by the RBI Governor. So why it wasn't new? It wasn't new because recently FSDC had taken some measure to curb online lending apps, unauthorized online lending apps, because at present a lot of improper, irregular apps are running and they are claiming that we will provide you loan for 1 lakh, 2 lakh, etc. And such measures should not be encouraged. And that is why FSDC has come up with this reforms and measures. So that will be all for today. All the best. Study well. Let's meet tomorrow.